Alright YouTube, so welcome back to the channel. So apologies for not a lot of content this year so far. I've kind of spent January doing DIY on the house, so yeah, I haven't had much time to work on any of the cars. But I have managed to order myself a nice set of coilovers. So I thought I'd do a little unboxing video so you can see what the coilovers look like. So I've got lots more content to come this year. I've got a bit of work to do on the Beamer and some track days booked in that. And I've got lots to do on the FN2 as well. Obviously coilovers, I'm going to be refurbishing the wheels. Got some nice sort of aesthetics things to do on it as well. So yeah, stay tuned for that. So I've got myself the MeisterR Zeta CRD coilovers. So I had to think about that one then. And they came must have come in about 3 working days. I went on the MeisterR website, which is where I bought them, and they were out of stock. So I emailed the guy and he replied that day and said they were getting stock back in that night. So I went back on the next day, ordered them, and they turned up maybe 2 or 3 working days, which is pretty good. So as part of this unboxing, I've also got some mail, not really sure how you say it. I don't think anyone can say this word. It's like M-E-Y-L-E or M-E-H-L-E. M-E-Y-L-E. Some HD drop links as well. So you might as well replace the drop links while it's off. Actually, the mail drop links came within about 3 working days as well. Just got them from eBay. They're like £35, I think, so it's pretty good. So let's have a little look at the coilovers then. So these were delivered by DPD, and in the driver's wisdom, he decided to just leave them by the garage without even actually coming to the house. So luckily, my girlfriend saw a DPD van going off down the road, so I legged out to my garage and just saw them there, left by the garage door. So well done, DPD driver. At least they weren't stolen, I guess. They seem pretty well packaged. Lots of like this polystyrene and bubble wrap and stuff. So I've had a quick look in here already. So here's one of the front units. So as you can see, you got your camber adjustment on top and your damper rebound setting dial there. I think these are 5 kg springs. So it's your normal sort of front coilover setup, springs on the shock, got your lock-in wheels for adjusting height and setting preload on the spring. There's your 2 mounting points for the hub, and then you've got various other mounting points for drop link and brake hose and possibly ABS sensor. I can't remember off the top of my head, but it seems to have all the various mounting points. So yeah, that's the front one. I shall be getting some socks for these, try and keep them in good condition. So there's the rear shock. It's the same as my BMW, where the spring is separate to the shock. So yeah, there we have the rear shock. There's your locking ring for changing the height of the shock, or the length of the shock. But yeah, not much going on with that really. I'll have to reuse the existing rubber mount, or maybe buy a new one, we shall see. Right, so there's the rear spring. Like I said, it's much like the E46 where the spring's separate to the actual shock itself. So it comes wrapped up like that, but also separately it comes with this other bit separate. There's two of these. So some people say this is a spacer if you want to make the unit a bit longer, whereas others say it's compulsory. It goes on like that. So I'm not sure yet. I shall have to do a bit more research. But there we are. That's how they potentially are going to look, although they won't stay that shiny for long. So these are two different sized lock-in wheels, or lock-in rings. So you can see these little tiny tools and these bigger ones as well. So it came with both of them. So I've got the 6 nuts there for the front coilovers, which go on top of the units inside the engine bay to obviously hold the whole thing in place. I've got the damper rebound adjusters for the rear coilovers. I think these must be spare little hex driven bolts for the camber adjustment on the front coilovers. There's washers to go with them as well. I'm just assuming they are. I haven't seen anywhere those need to go at the moment. And then you've got these, which hopefully you can see, they're kind of stepped washers. There is a name for these, which I can't remember at the moment. Hopefully someone will chuck it in the comments. But as far as I can tell, these go into these holes. Kind of work as like washers to stop you damaging this surface. So as far as I can tell, there's 8 of them, and there's obviously 8 of these holes, and they fit in there. So I'm going to assume that's what they're for, because it doesn't actually tell you. Surprise, surprise. So that moves me neatly onto the instructions, which are quite contradictory to the website. So if you go on the website, it says that these are for road use and occasional track use. But if you read here, they're for off-road use only. Now I'm going to assume this is for other countries where coilovers are illegal, but that's a bit contradictory for a start. And then we've got the usual things like, before installation, please verify all the necessary parts are included. Well, maybe if you gave a list of what parts are supposed to be there, I'd know if they're all there or not. But at least it's actually got some instructions, so it's not as bad as most other things you buy, which the instructions are either missing or just absolutely rubbish. So that's the main show. But while we're here, we might as well have a little look at these male HD drop links. So there we are. Been recommended these by a few people, so I thought I'd go with these. Some people have been running them for like 4 or 5 years, so give them a go. £35, it's pretty good off eBay. Right, now seeing as I've started weighing everything with this car, I better continue. So what I'll do is I'll weigh one front and one rear, and then double it obviously to get the weight of the new coilovers. And then when I take the old stuff off, I'll weigh them and see if I've got any kind of weight change. I can't imagine there's going to be much in it, but we'll do it for completion. Right, let's have a little look, see how much I'm weighing today. 106.4. $115.6. So there we are, 8.8 for one front and one rear, so obviously 17.6. Right, so upon editing, I realised how much of a brain malfunction I just had. So yeah, let's try that one again. So it's actually 9.2 kg for one front and one rear. So there we are, 18.4 for all 4 corners, and proof that I can't do maths. So there's a nice bit of extra weight reduction data to go into the old data log. I say weight reduction, it could be weight increase, but I'm trying to record the weight of everything I changed. So thanks for watching as always, guys. Like I said before, sorry there's not been a lot of content this year so far, but you know, life gets in the way sometimes. But there's lots more to come this year, so stay tuned for that. I'm, at the time of filming, I think about 5 subscribers away from 500. So if anyone's kind of on the fence about subscribing, it'd mean a hell of a lot if you did, and could push me over 500. I think 501 possibly get a community tab, which I'm not sure exactly what that is, but it's always good to unlock new things. So yeah, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. Hit your notifications bell, chuck a comment down below, and I shall see you on the next one. Cheers, guys.